Hey guys, some of you know I'm sick right now. I hate doing videos when I'm sick. Nobody wants to listen to somebody sick, but I was supposed to do a recipe video uh, for someone, but I thought I'd just make it a general video for you guys in the cult of um, how do I say this, like a safe cooking recipe with usually ingredients that don't cause issues and they're good for whether cutting, bulking, you know, whatever. Well, I mean, depending on the fat content, the only thing here really of an issue is the olive oil. This is one of my favorite recipes for chicken. I prefer it with chicken on the skin. Well, I mean, chicken on the skin on anything tastes, you know, better. You know, well, most people like it. Um, anyway, so yeah, I guess I'll start. So I don't measure anything, and maybe if I need to, I will after. Um, I use a little pot like this. Let's see. Do I have a size example? I don't know. Where's a spoon? Hold on. Do I have a spoon? Okay, here's like a normal size spoon, a little spoon, right? So that's how big the pot is. It's like a little pot. I use this because if I cook chicken wings, I'll put the chicken wings in it and like mess them around in it. If it's the whole chicken, I like scoop it, pour a little bit, and or scoop some out and so on. So the olive oil, I pour till it's um, like so it's covering the whole bottom and like a little bit of thickness up. I don't even know how to describe this. Again, I use everything by taste, and you know, after I make something, I take things in or out depending on how it tastes. So that's about how much olive oil I need. Sometimes it depends on the amount I'm cooking. If it's a little bit more chicken wings than normal or something like that, I have to do like a second batch and or half of a second batch or so on. So yeah, it's like a little bit thickness, but it's covering the whole pan with I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. And so that was olive oil. I don't even know if I said that. Then balsamic vinegar. I would say this ends up being about a teaspoon. Let's see. So this is what I normally do. So about that, I'd say that's possibly about a 2 teaspoons to maybe under a tablespoon. You don't want to use too much of that. You know, if your tea starts getting sensitive, it's from the vinegar and using too much. I was using a lot of it before. It adds a really great flavor. But yeah, you know, that vinegar stays on the chicken. You eat it, and it's like you're just grinding your teeth against vinegar. Very acidic. Actually, let's do the celery salt next. So the celery salt, you don't want too much of. It's a really overpowering flavor, I notice. So this is usually what I do. So you can see that. Give it like a couple shakes and leave like a little... It's not coming out. Give it like a couple of shakes so it leaves like a little trail. And I'll take about half a teaspoon or so, if you can see that. That's my estimate. Next is the onion and garlic powder. I usually use about equal amounts. And again, I should just shake it out. I'll say it's about probably a full tablespoon, maybe a heaping one in a bit. So this is what I do. Here, maybe I can get that camera a little closer. Tilt it down more. So yeah, onion, yeah. So I like cover almost the whole bit, like till it's like a good, that didn't spread as it normally spreads, so you can't really see what I'm saying. Yeah, I'd say it's about a tablespoon, okay? And the same thing with the garlic powder. Yeah, do it like that, so you can see this one a bit better. So like kind of cover the whole area. Then usually when it's at this state, I'll swirl it around or mix it with your spoon or your finger or whatever you want, just so that gets a little more mixed. And then Italian seasoning. You can make it on your own, which basically most of them are mostly the same. This one's thyme, rosemary, marjoram, oregano, basil, and sage. And this one I cover the whole kind of surface area. So yeah, it's pretty much covering the whole surface area, a finished layer. So yeah, and then black pepper. I like fresh ground. I always notice the taste difference, and I just kind of go like, I literally just go till what I feel is like a good amount. It's probably about like half a teaspoon ish, maybe a little bit more. Shake it up again. So yeah, you want it till it creates like a thickish, here, I use a spoon. a moderately like thickish paste. That way it sticks to the meat easier and it doesn't just fall off. So you play with it till it's like a good consistency. Like this is probably good consistency. And if it's not, I'll add either onion and garlic, both of them, and or just Italian herb. I'll add like a splash just to like thicken it up a tiny bit. Like literally like that's probably like half a teaspoon-ish. Same thing with the onion. I like them about equal. And then if I need to, and or if it's still not thick enough, add a little bit more of the Italian seasoning. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm sick, guys. Fucking sniffling the whole time. So yeah, like I said, I'll put the chicken wings in there. I'll like turn them around, I don't know what I'm saying, mush them around. Take them out, put them on the pan. And then everything I cook at like a little bit lower temperature. So chicken wings and whole chickens, I cook at 360. Every oven's different though. I've had ovens that are super powerful. And, some of them can be a little bit off, right? So, unless your oven's well regulated, it's like, you don't know where you're going at. But I like a little bit lower, so 360. And I just wait till the skin goes like a tiny bit crispy. And the chicken stays, with this, I find with this combo, whether it's olive oil or whatnot, and it's actually a mixture of the vinegar. I know because I left the vinegar out the one time. And without the vinegar in it, when I let them get a little bit crispy, the skin was more dried out, but the meat was still super fresh and moist. When I add it back in the vinegar, it keeps the skin soft. Vinegars uses like a tenderizer or whatever. I'm not a freaking chef, I don't know. But I know it's used as a tenderizer, and it keeps the skin really soft and just tastes amazing. There's something else I want to do. Oh yeah, this is also an ingredient I sometimes use with it. It adds a little bit of like, I don't even know how to say. So sometimes it's either this or add this specific brand. Sorry, hold on. Does it say what's in it? Okay, where does it say what's in it? Well, I swear this said what's in it, guys. Hold on. Okay, ingredients. Okay, that's French. Okay, so it's garlic, sea salt, herbs, spices. Like they kind of just, they don't. I hate when they do that. Garlic, salt, herbs, spices, lemon, and chives. Usually when they put spices, they usually mean paprika and or cayenne, and it kind of looks like it in there a little bit because it's got a little bit of red. I only use a little bit of this. I think it's the chives that give it that extra boost in flavor, and I'll literally just like. I should have put the camera on the other side because I'm right-handed. And I usually just give like a little sprinkle for that. But yeah, guys, so that is one of my favorite chicken recipes. I like it the most compared to a lot of other chicken recipes I use for the fact of throwing off nutrients, if I want to say that word, with like spicy ones, like a lot of paprika or cayenne, because it can shoot your beta carotene up to the roof. If you heard me talk on vitamin A access before, when nature made a whole bunch of these foods for us that is high in vitamin A, right? We gather a whole bunch of plants, whatever, high in vitamin A, but they also intended us to be out in the sun 16 hours a day. Vitamin D and A are like yin and yang. They're like one of the most counterbalance whatever nutrients there is. They both control each other's side effects. They both work together very synergistically, basically. And it's funny because there's so many studies, like case studies out there, people getting vitamin A toxicity just from eating a little bit of vitamin A rich foods. And that's because we don't get sun like we. So if you're not a person that gets sun, you have to be very careful with vitamin A, beta carotene foods. And that's why a lot of the spices you want to be careful on, like cayenne and paprika, using too much, because a tiny bit of that is like a supercharged dose of beta carotene. Like one like mixture of whatever with cayenne or paprika, you can get like 200k beta carotene, which ends up being, I don't know, 8,000 or something, 20,000 your RDA, whatever. But yeah, this is super safe for digestive issues and or throwing off nutrients. they're very balanced nutrient profiles. There's no like excessive amount of any nutrient in these spices or anything like that, and it tastes freaking amazing. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know, this turned into a 10-minute video. That's crazy. It's meant to just be a recipe. So yeah, guys, I think that's all. All right.